This is an outrage, a blatant injustice. The cries of the vulnerable have been ignored for far too long, and the time has come to shine a light on the darkness that has plagued Keypoint Health Services. The treatment of patients at Keypoint Health Services is nothing short of appalling. You deserve better. You deserve respect. This situation cannot stand. Patients are left waiting for hours, their pleas for help falling on deaf ears. The very people who are supposed to care for them turn a blind eye, leaving them to suffer in silence. We will not tolerate this any longer. The voices of the oppressed will rise, and we will stand together in solidarity. The power of unity is unstoppable, and we will make sure that our message is heard loud and clear. The time for change is now. Keypoint Health Services, you have failed in your duty to care for the vulnerable. Your negligence has caused untold suffering, and it is time for you to be held accountable. The empty promises and hollow apologies are no longer enough. We demand real, tangible change. You have stripped away their dignity with your paltry allowance. $11 a week. How can anyone survive on such a meager sum? This is not just a financial issue. It is a matter of human dignity. The patients at Keypoint Health Services deserve to live with respect and honor, not to be treated as mere numbers on a balance sheet. Is that what you think a human life is worth? This is unacceptable. We will fight. We will be heard. The strength of our conviction will not waver, and we will continue to push forward until justice is served. The power of the people is a force to be reckoned with, and we will not back down. The time for complacency is over. A new dawn is upon us, and with it comes the promise of change. We must seize this moment and take action. The future of countless lives depends on our willingness to stand up and demand better. This is a call to action. Demand change, demand justice. Together, we can create a world where everyone is treated with the respect and dignity they deserve. The fight for justice is a noble one, and it is a fight that we must all take part in. Let us raise our voices and make a difference. The time is now. $11, just $11. This insignificant sum is a slap in the face. It's a stark reminder of how little we are valued. It's an insult to your very being. It's a message that says, you are not worth more than this. But you are worthy of so much more. Do not accept this. Do not let this define your worth. You have the power to change this narrative. You have the strength to stand up and say no more. This isn't about the money, it's about respect. It's about dignity. It's about the principle of valuing human life and effort. It's about recognizing the inherent worth of every human being. Every person deserves to be treated with respect and fairness. Keypoint Health Services, you have failed to recognize this fundamental truth. We will remind you. We will stand together and make our voices heard. We will make you see. We will not be silenced. We will not be ignored. $11 is not enough. It's a symbol of the disrespect we face. It's a symbol of the fight we must continue. It will never be enough. We demand justice. We demand change. We demand to be seen, to be heard, to be valued. Together we will make a difference. Together we will fight for what is right. Together we will achieve the respect and dignity we deserve. The scriptures are clear. They offer us guidance, wisdom, and a path to righteousness. They are not just ancient texts, but living words that speak to our hearts and souls today. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten, declares the Lord. Joel, February 25th, 27. This promise is a beacon of hope, a divine assurance that no matter the devastation, restoration is possible. The locusts symbolize the trials and tribulations that have stripped us of our joy and peace. You have been robbed of your dignity, your ability to live a full and meaningful life. The pain and suffering you have endured are not unnoticed. Every tear, every moment of despair is seen by a compassionate and loving God. This is a violation of divine law. The scales of justice are tipped, and the balance must be restored. Divine law calls for fairness, equity, and the upholding of human dignity. When these principles are violated, it is not just a legal issue, but a moral and spiritual crisis. A just and compassionate God will not stand for this. Neither will we. We are called to be the hands and feet of divine justice, to act with love and compassion, to bring light into the darkest corners of our world. We are called to fight for justice, to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. This is our pledge. This is our promise. We will march, we will speak out, and we will not be silent. Our voices will rise in unison, demanding change and advocating for those who have been marginalized and oppressed. We will not rest until justice prevails. Our determination is unwavering, our resolve unbreakable. We will hold vigils, we will organize, and we will continue to fight until every person is treated with the dignity and respect they deserve. We will be the voice for the voiceless. We will amplify the cries of those who have been silenced. We will speak truth to power, and we will not be deterred by obstacles or opposition. Our mission is clear and our purpose is just. The time for change is now. The dawn of a new era is upon us, and we must seize this moment. Together, we can create a world where justice, compassion, and love prevail. Let us move forward with courage and conviction, knowing that we are guided by a higher purpose and a divine mandate. Do not underestimate your own strength. The power to change this situation lies within you. You are not alone in this fight. We are with you. Call upon the archangels, Michael and Gabriel. Let their strength and courage empower you. They are warriors of justice, defenders of the innocent. They will fight alongside you. This is your battle cry. This is your moment to rise. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power to create change. We are with you every step of the way. Section 5, a call to action. Key point, your injustice will not stand. Key point Health Services, we are watching. The world is watching. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. You cannot hide from the truth. We demand an immediate and significant increase to the patient allowance. $11 is unacceptable. It is an insult to those you claim to serve. Change your ways. Right this wrong. The time for excuses is over. The time for action is now. Section 6, Echoes of Injustice, the unacceptable $11 allowance. $11, this paltry sum, echoes the injustice that permeates Key Point Health Services. It is a symbol of your disregard for the well-being of your patients. This is not compassion, this is not care, this is neglect. You have a moral obligation to do better. The world is watching, we will not be silenced. $11 will never be enough. Demand change, demand justice. Section 7, the angels bear witness, a warning against complacency. The angels of heaven bear witness to your actions. They see the suffering. They hear the cries for help. Do not mistake their silence for approval. They are messengers of justice. They will not tolerate this injustice for long. Change your ways before it's too late. The eyes of heaven are upon you. Justice will be served. Section 8, a decree for change, justice, dignity, and the will of heaven. This is a decree, a demand for change. We, the people, united in our outrage, will not rest until justice prevails at Key Point Health Services. We demand a fair and living allowance for all patients. We demand respect and dignity be restored. We demand change. This is the will of the people. This is the will of heaven. Let our voices be heard.